Hello. Hi.
Alright, we really need to get up. We need to get up. We have so much schoolwork to get done, you guys.
Is it one day off?
No, we talked last night about what all we have to do today.
I just want to play with toys.
Okay, you play toys as soon as we get our schoolwork done.
Oh.
Let's go get it done first, and then you can play. Okay, you ready to go get some stuff done?
No.
Yes, we need to get up. We can't be lazy bones in bed all day. You're tired.
Let's be Nan all
She's
day.
a tired baby.
Let's be Nan.
You can be like your nan and be in bed all day?
Tired.
Take a nap.
Hey, this is Baba. Yeah. Oh.
Alright, come on, come on, come on. Come on.
I'm going.
Okay, Dad's gonna come in from his walk and we're all still laying in bed.
Wait, Mom, when did Dad come out so early? Mom, I'm coming.
You're coming.
Hi, guys. Is Dad going somewhere? I'll do get out. I can't now.
You guys gotta be a bunch of hands all of a sudden.
I'm pantsing.
No, come on, come on.
No, I'm trying to do my picture.
You trying to do your picture?
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. She's a wild monster. She's a wild monster. Hey, you want a video? Come here. 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 Come on. Come on. What's the matter, baby grimy foot? Oh, Lily, look at this poor baby. Look at this poor baby. She can't get up. Oh, she's a poor baby. Just see trees? Yep.
Mom.
Do you see Daddy outside? I know, we gotta get up. He's coming. So I haven't made it pretty yet, but my husband and I, we got a closet makeover just like the girls had. And I painted the upper portion of our closets this dark green, like I painted my dresser. And then I added this gorgeous contact paper as like a wallpaper covering on the bottoms. See it all the way around. And it made such a difference, you guys. It's so pretty. Now I just need to finish painting our closet doors a nice crisp white and put my husband's back on his closet. But anyways, it was super duper exciting. And then in my portion of the closet, I've also put our old desk in here, and we're going to make an extra little office space for the kiddos to be able to have to come and sit down and get schoolwork done and stuff like that. So that way they have a space though that can be like quiet and tucked away, but yet still able to get all their stuff done. But it just looks so much prettier. I love it, you guys. I think every closet is getting contact paper these days.
Maybe.
Hi. You playing with some cards and hanging out in the tent?
No, look at fish. Look at fish.
There's a fish?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry.
Alright, we'll just leave you to do your little tent things. Good morning, guys, and welcome to our homeschool day. I wanted to share with you guys a little update about how homeschool is going for us and what we're using. I was doing these updates like pretty regularly earlier in the year, and things got a little crazy for our family, but I figured I'd go ahead and share a little update with you all. We also just got a new resource in that we're going to be using, and I am like so unbelievably excited. This has been a curriculum choice that I have wanted to get for the past couple years now, I'd say, a couple years. And we finally were able to get it. I found an amazing deal getting the books used, and when I got them, they're brand new. They are brand new books that I got at a very large discount as used books. So I'm so excited, and I want to share that with you guys just to show you, again, what we're doing and pray that it might help and serve you and your family in whatever way the Lord might use it to do so. So let me show you what we're using. This is what I got. I was able to find the entire 10-book elementary series of the Life of Fred math books for a crazy deal. I mean, I got each book for less than half of its retail price. And they were marked as used. You guys, these are brand new stinking books. Like, I got them from a used bookshop, but they are absolutely brand new. So Life of Fred is one that I have wanted to use for a while now. And I figured I'd just share a little bit about that with y'all. Okay, so the Life of Fred books have been ones that I've wanted to try for forever. I feel like we have some math. Can you help her, Bubba? I feel like we have math struggles in a few different ways. I have one kid that I feel like no matter what I use and what I do, they just swear that they don't understand what's going on, and math is a total struggle. And it frustrates me because this child is incredibly intelligent, and I know they know these things, but it's like any traditional math type approach to it is a disaster. I promise you guys, I only start these videos when my kids are like totally chill and good, and I'm like, oh, okay, everybody's good. I'll do this for a minute. And then the household implodes every time, promise you. So, one kid who every traditional approach, they swear that like they don't understand it, even though I know they do. I know they do. But it doesn't work out. Another kid who understands the basic concepts, but as far as moving forward to like anything else is like, but why? Why am I having to do this? Why? How does this connect to anything in my life? Therefore making it worth my time. And then, you know, another that's kind of somewhere in between. And so trying to find an approach. I have had Life of Fred recommended to me so many times. And to be honest, I looked it up. I felt like it was kind of hard because it's kind of hard to see how it works and what's included. You know, it's different, but how is it different? And then, not that it's that bad, because if you buy it book by book by book, and you buy it kind of as you need it, it really isn't that much money like as a whole. But when I was unsure of where to start and what to need to do, and you can't really find much information, I was like, that I would assume I'd have to buy the whole set because I don't know where exactly I need to be, and I have multiple kids, so eventually I would need it, and I don't want to spend all that money if I don't know what it is. So whatever, that was my story. Finding it, like I said, on a really good deal. I just always use things like thrift books or just Amazon's used books and keep an eye out. I buy pretty much all of our books that I buy are used. The only time I will buy new is if the price difference is literally so close that you might as well just buy new. But these, like I said, you guys, I don't even know if these books have ever been opened. My entire set is brand new. So yay, you really looked out on this. These books are non-consumable. So that means that I only had to buy this whole series once, and it will work for all of my children, because you just read through the book and then they do their activities on a separate sheet of paper. I am having our teenager, who I know knows all of this information, because Life of Fred goes about stuff differently. It doesn't go through math like our traditional, kind of math curriculums. So because there's things that are touched on throughout these stories, I told him, we talked about it, I said, I understand that for you, this stuff is going to be probably super babyish and total review. I just want to make sure, excuse the dogs who are now having a wrestling match. I just wanted to make sure that before because we're saving up now to get the intermediate books for him. Because math has been an area that we've really kind of let go this year. We really needed to work on his reading and writing. And so that's what this year's focus has been on. But now we need to kind of refresh and kind of focus here on the math toward we've got like 10 weeks left of our school year. So I want to make sure we're getting our math focus in now. I told him, I said, please just indulge me, and if there's 10 books, we have 10 weeks left of school, let's try to get through a book a week, which is totally doable considering this is all review for him. And so that is what he is doing. But again, I just want to make sure before we move on to the other ones, and because math has been an area where we've kind of struggled, I want to recover everything just to make sure that we totally have all of this down before we get him the intermediate series, and then you can even move on. This stuff, Life of Fred series, goes from not only the basic stuff up to like college level stuff. And apparently there's even like language arts and other things. So it's pretty exciting. But again, it goes through these series. So it goes in alphabetical order. So there's apples and butterflies, cats. It like works through in these different books, and it is these like ridiculously simple, like it's so cute. Let me get to the first. It's very, very simple, but it starts with these stories. So you read through. Can you two stop? Did you guys see this? Is this necessary? I got the kids to calm down, and now the dogs are going nuts. But there are these ridiculously simple little stories and pictures. I stayed up last night reading this and didn't go to bed until past my bedtime. So you read through this little story about Fred and his doll and his life and all of these things, and they're silly. But you read through it, and then you get to the end, and there's this your turn to play. So you get to the end of every chapter, and then it's not a drill and kill series where you just do pages and pages of drills and drills and drills and drills to master it. There's just a few questions that you work on, and then they can turn the page, and you can check your answers. And then you read the next chapter, and you go through, and it works on these different concepts. And you learn about things that even aren't all math, right? We learned about, last night when I was reading, you learned about this mathematician. You look at some different art. They're working on, days of the week and months of the year and drawing these different pictures and weather. And I mean, there's kind of some of everything mixed in here as you're doing it. But then they get to the your turn to play, and they have their questions. I also looked up last night, and I will link them down below, but there have been a few moms out there who have even put together little packets if you want to have just a little bit more. I mean, you could easily take these concepts of what they're doing in the your turn to play and add a couple extra things to go along with them. Not that it's necessary, but it would be easy, to just do. But there are a few moms out there. Like I found one that was like, if I signed up for her website, I get a freebie packet of Life of Fred type activities. And then there's another mom for $6. She has this whole printable, it's like, was it 20 some odd pages or something of an activity and a snack, something or other, to do with every chapter of the book as you work through it. So anyways, you just take and you work through reading each chapter and then doing the your turn to play activity at the end of it. And as you go through this, you're working on all kinds of different skills. I love the approach to taking away how scary algebra is, they're showing algebra here in book number 1, which is made for, I think it's like first, second graders. So I don't know. I could go on for forever. They're really cool. If you want to keep an eye out, like I said, we saved up, and because I knew we needed to do something about math, because like I said, it's a struggle in our house. We saved up. I kept an eye out. I just keep looking on the different thrifted book deals, and happened to find one that was a whole set. It said it was in very good condition, and like I said, it was less than half the price per book. So I was pretty excited, and then I get them and they're all like brand new books. So that was pretty exciting. I can't wait to dive into this. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit when we start our first lesson here today with the kids. So that's what our focus is going to be in math. Shut that door and put the dogs away. So anyways, that's what we are going to do for math to focus on. We had been using Splash Learn this year, which the kids were loving at the beginning of the year. And we got a really good deal on it. So we bought the subscription for the year, whatever, to use that. The kids, my girls have still been using that, like first grade and fourth grade, they've still been using that every day. One child, who is my child who struggles with math, gets very, very frustrated. But I don't honestly think that's Splash Learn's fault. I think it's the fault that we're having other math issues. And so it just kind of manifests itself when it's Splash Learn time. I might still have them do that. We might just do Life of Fred. I think I want to see how they do with Life of Fred, and then we'll kind of assess and kind of go from there. So the areas that we focus on, in case you guys don't know, is I make sure that every day our priority is our time in Bible study. And then I make sure that we spend time every day doing something with reading, writing, and math. Those are my areas. Everything else I leave open to the kids to pursue, whatever it is that they want to pursue and focus on. With our teenager, we really hit reading and writing hard this year because that's where he was really struggling. We really needed to keep up. I had him do little things like just practicing math drills and multiplication drills, things like that throughout the year so that it, you don't use it, you lose it. So trying to keep it in the forefront of his mind. But now I want him to kind of slam through these books and, kind of really get going here. For the girls, I shared with you guys, these Brain Quest workbooks are my favorite things ever. So when life was difficult and things weren't going so well for our family, these are my go-to. When I had a new baby, these are my go-to. Anytime that I need something to help me out, these are my go-to. And so I divided these up for the girls with how much they needed to do of each book to kind of work through the rest of our school year. And then I've created a homeschool planner that you guys can get if you want. Everything is based off of the biblical holy days. And so like for March here, we've got our time planned out that we'll be off of school for Passover and the spring feast. But then every week I have this homeschool planner here in my weekly portion where I have all of the kids, a slot for all of them, where I can write in what subjects we're going to be working on, and then what all they need to be doing for those different subjects and kind of check it off as we go. So that was so easy for me to take these Brain Quest workbooks, go through the different areas that they have, and write down in here which, page number of each different topic for that child that they need to be working on. So that makes it super easy for me. I just kind of live with my little homeschool planner here. I can easily open it up, go to whatever week that we're on, and be able to see what we have that week and check it all off. So that keeps everything organized for me. Sit down and doing that. Ah, crazy baby. Whoa, you shook the whole table. Hello, dear. So they've been doing a little bit of that just to kind of keep some of that stuff in an easy rotation. Something we shared about with you guys last week, we reintroduced it, and I'm going to share it again just because it has been that big of a help to me. My mom started, and she's been a teacher for nearly 20 years, you guys. Hold on, the baby has the vacuum.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Oh.
Your name's Silly Gooseball. What's your name?
Baby Bobby.
What's your name? Say Olivia.
Olivia.
Bernice. Say it's so cute. What's my name? Is my name George? My name is Mama. She's really into asking everybody what their name is, and I always tell her my name is George. She goes, your name, not George. Lily's also trying to get her to believe that her dad's name is Frank. It is not Frank.
No, her name is Brandon, guys.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Not Frank.
Not Frank.
Not Frank.
Ooh, shit.
You are like an extra dose of goose today.
You
can see the frame.
Baba.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to go play with your sisters?
Nope.
Because I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to tell my story to my friends with you out here.
Nope.
Alright. Oh, wow. We woke up with an extra dose of spunk today. So, she's climbing up the back of my chair. Okay. Something my mom has been doing with the kids is she has been doing these fun like video calls with them throughout the year where she, no, these are your sisters. You can't mess up their school books. She's been doing these video calls with them. You're shaking the whole table. Looks like we're having an earthquake.
Bye, guys.
Say bye and blow a kiss. Say bye. And blow a kiss. Okay, no.
Bye.
Bye.
I try and get him my birthday. Bye.
Bye. Okay. Okay. Yep, we got it. That was very nice. Thank you. Before you break everything. Yes, very sweet. Okay. She's been doing these calls with them. You guys, it has been amazing. It's been amazing because the kids love it and they are getting a ton out of it. And it's been amazing because then it frees up my time as well when I'm dealing with things like this and all the other things that happen, with life. And so what we're doing when it comes to our reading, okay, hold on, very nice. Yes, your necklace is very pretty. Can you be quiet now? Yes, we saw. Very pretty. Okay. When it comes to reading, right? So I say every day I want to have stuff to check off reading, writing, math. Math is done. That's life of Fred. Reading. Every day with reading, they have signed up for the HMH Co-Op, our co-op that we're doing now. And so starting March 1st, that gives them reading assignments that come out on Monday. They do a video call in a small group setting with the teacher, my mom, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for one of them. And then they have little activities and lessons and things that they're doing with her. So for me, reading is being done. My kids are more excited about it because they're doing it with others and people. Your kids, come on. Our kids all behave better for someone else than they do for us. Let's just be honest. So my reading portion now is taken care of. They're reading good books, and they're not just reading them, they're diving in, they're discussing them. They're laying those groundwork skills that are going to build and create, just really strong writers out of them. And so the reading portion, that's taken care of. The writing portion is also, there's an element of that. Now we could do more. So for our kids, the reading portion is taken care of with the book club that they're doing in our co-op. There is a writing element to it. It's not super in depth. It's just starting off because once a season, she's going to offer with our HMH Co-op a writer's workshop. So that's where they're really going to dive in and work one-on-one on these things. So there's just these little elements there right now. So our kids have been doing with her essentially what she's going to be offering in the writer's workshop. So for our family right now, reading is taken care of with the HMH Co-op book club. And then writing is, part of it comes out of the co-op, and then the other part is the element that they've been doing with her already, like what you guys will be able to do in the writer's workshop if you want to join us for that. And then the math portion is what I have to do. That's the life of Fred. So every day the kids have in our routine, in our rhythm, which I keep organized with my Heirs of the Promise homeschool planner, they have their time slots where they go and get on. That's why I redid the girls' office and showed that to you guys last week. They have a little closet office now that they can get in. The computer's in there, little netbook, and they can do all their video calls. So they have their time slots, and I have reminders set that just go off and tell us, hey, be ready for your call in 10 minutes, and then a timer starts so that way they can count down and get in there on time. So that is super like automated and just built in. They go get on, they do their calls. Them being occupied with the things they're doing makes them really excited because they have things to look forward to and things that they're doing. That allows me to be a little more hands-on with little Miss Crazy Pants over here, my 3-year-old, who is always bouncing off the walls and climbing up the walls and all of the crazy things. And then that gives me, like, I just feel so much more relaxed this year, I think, than I've ever felt in homeschool. Maybe minus back when I only had one child to be homeschooling versus, you know, 3 and the 4th taught along. So I feel so much more relaxed, and I feel like that frees up our afternoons even to be more like hands-on activities, fun things that we're doing, working on different projects. You know, it kind of just opens all of that up. And so I feel like this year, kind of seeing how it's progressed and changed has been really cool because it's working out really well, and I'm really excited for it. And I know already so many families signed up. We've already had to close a couple classes of the co-op because they filled up so quickly. We did add a class for the littles. So like Virginia, our youngest one, she's a beginning reader. She's doing a great job, but my mom has offered a class for the littler kiddos. So those are the ones who haven't learned to read yet or are just starting to read, but they're not like devouring chapter books yet, you know, type. And so we have those classes where she gets on twice a week and she gets to do these read alouds and think aloud. She has her little activities that she does with her little friends in the small group. And then they have an activity that they work on at home together. So you guys are going to see that. She actually has to do hers today. So you'll get to see our little activity that we're doing together. And then she gets to get on the call at the end of the week and share what she did with her activity and whatever they're reading or doing. And so that has just been so cool to find a way that in a safe, faith-focused environment, they can have their things that they're doing with a qualified teacher, with other kids, you know, from like-minded families that are there to study and work on those things. They're excited for the classes. It takes that off of my plate, so then I can work on the other things and the things that we're doing, you know, one-on-one in person. And it has just made our school year, guys, it's been a breath of fresh air for me. Let's just be for real. I've needed it. You know, I think usually this time of year, I always end up having like a freak out where I'm like, oh my gosh, are we doing enough? Something happened, something's crazy, whatever. And I've been homeschooling for a long time and it still happens. So kind of having this come in already this year, we do 4 weeks on, 1 week off is our kind of year-round schedule because we break for all of the biblical holy days. And so that just works really well for us. And already this year, I've been planning just 4 weeks at a time. Hey, where are my kids at? What do we need to focus on? In our week off, I'll reassess before we move on to the next block. Doing that this year has been so nice for us because we've been able to really hone in and focus on areas where they really needed it. And to see the growth that my kids have made this year, you guys, I'm telling you, in so many areas with them, it has been huge. And to have this extra weight and stress kind of taken off of me when it comes to being able to do this co-op stuff has genuinely been such a blessing. I mean, I could sit here and go on for days about that, but it really has. And I'm so thankful to my mom that, I mean, the Lord brought her down this path to be a teacher and do all the things that she's done over the past 20 years. I mean, she's been doing this since I was a kid. And now, though, to see just her heart to take these skills and this knowledge that she has and to serve, you know, in this way is just, I know it's been a blessing for me. And that's why I share it with you guys, because if it's helped our household, I guarantee there's other households out there that it can help. And to have that, it's just nice. You know, it's nice every day scheduling. They've got their classes that they get to go do. They get their things that they're checking off. We do our math and our stuff together. And then I really think, you know, it just makes everything go so much smoother. So I will stop blabbering about it because I could do it all day long because it's awesome. I'm going to go get the kiddos in here so we can start some math books. We're we're going to do, Daddy had doctor's appointments this morning. So our Bible, usually do our Bible study in the morning. We're going to move that into the late afternoon since Daddy is gone this morning. We're going to get another homeschool day checked off, moving right along. It's going good though. It's going good. We had a little rough patch, just personal stuff with our family. We're dealing with some heavy family stuff right now, really hurtful stuff, and it's so hard to work through because you just want to serve the Lord and love people, and people don't like that, and it's so difficult. But knowing that we keep an eternal focus, I'm even wearing it today, live like your eternity depends on it. Live in an eternal focus, trusting the Lord in all of the steps. You know, there's so much that goes on in life, and we have to keep that focus. It has to be the Lord's truth, right? That is the only truth. And so having a homeschool that can reflect that, and a routine and a rhythm that can allow all that stuff to flourish has just been game-changing, I would say. So let me go get some kiddos in here. We're going to start some Life of Fred math. Try not to shake the table like a crazy person.
Shake the table like a crazy person?
All right, everybody come sit down.
It's my turn. I'm looking good, cook.
All right. Want to hear a story?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Wait, am I including everyone?
You read this part already, right?
I read 4 chapters.
Okay.
Wait.
I've already done it.
All right. We'll get you in here in a minute, okay?
What does that have to do with that?
Right? It doesn't even seem like it's going to have to do with math, right? Because it's just a story. I promise you, it's going to be math. Please stay out of my coffee. Ready to listen? Early in the morning, okay? Fred lay in his sleeping bag. It was early in the morning, and it was still dark outside. Fred took his flashlight and shined it on the clock on the wall. Do you see the clock?
Yes.
Can you tell what time that is? It was 5 o'clock.
My turn.
If this were summertime, it would... Shh, no, hold on, you're listening. It's your turn to listen. If it were summertime, it would be getting light by now, but it was February. It would be dark for another couple of hours. How cool is this? Because what month are we in? February.
Oh no. Papa, get Mom.
It would be dark for another couple of hours. Fred liked to go jogging in the morning, but he knew that if he jogged in the dark, he would trip and fall a lot. Okay, so you had your co-op call with
Yesterday.
Nan in your group yesterday, right?
Yeah.
And what did you guys read?
Wrestle the
Wrestle the Sheep, right? Those are some of my favorite books. I love Wrestle the Sheep.
Me
And
too.
what was Russell's issue?
He
That's
couldn't
loud.
go to sleep.
He couldn't go to sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what was the activity then that you were given that you have to do before you get back on your co-op call tomorrow? So what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm making Wrestle the Sheep.
So
And how like I'm gonna put what is the thing that's gonna help you go to sleep.
So Russell's issue was that he couldn't fall asleep. So your activity is you're going to use, hold it up. What are you going to use? You're going to use this black contact paper because is it dark at night, right? So you're going to use this dark paper. All right. And we couldn't find our chalk, but I found these crayons that should hopefully show up.
You can see like
'cause they're
the
made for
broken
dark stuff.
green at the back.
Yep. But you are going to draw Russell the sheep, and you're going to give him a suggestion for how he might be able to fall asleep, because you're going to draw what you use to fall asleep at night, right?
And there's yellow, blue. One is yellow, blue, pink.
So especially if you use like the white and the yellow, which is perfect because Russell is white, so you can use that, and yellow for the moon. Okay. So you're going to draw Russell the sheep, and you're going to draw what you use to fall asleep at night.
Yesterday, I forgot my thing that helps me go to sleep.
Yeah, last night, you guys forgot to turn on what you use to help you fall asleep, and you were having a hard time falling asleep, huh?
Yeah. That's
just like poor Russell.
Can't really go to
yeah, that's why your sister's having a hard time falling asleep. So now, you're going to do this. I'm excited to see your picture.
Me too. I just kind of want this camera to stay so you can see.
You want me to record you doing it? Okay.
Yes. Look. I like to use the white, so this is like too long, so I'm going to flip it over. Okay, so I'm going to just like this a fake over. I'll go in a little bit on his head. I don't remember how I did it. Yeah. So I shall go blue.
That's pretty.
Doesn't have a mouth yet, but I don't know what to use. I'll just use brown, I guess.
It might not show up as well. You can try it. Try it and see. One way to find out.
I'm gonna go like a circle. Yeah, it's like perfect. Okay, this looks like chocolate. It's like a chocolate, like, clown. It looks good. See, he's like kind of yawning. Okay.
Tired, huh?
Yeah, he's like, he's tired, but he can't go to sleep. No, that's not favorite.
Good job. Okay, tell me about it. Can you tell me?
So, these are like the blue stars.
Beautiful.
These, why I just did it like this.
That's a good way to make stars. I like that. And your moon.
Yeah. I forgot to color that in.
And look at Russell. He looks so fluffy.
I know.
Is he yawning? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
With his mouth open, he's yawning? And what do you use to help you fall asleep at night?
A Google with sounds.
So we have the Google Nest Mini that we got for the girls that we have hanging up in their room, and the cord comes down the wall. We have hanging up in their room, and we use it to make rain and thunderstorm sounds at night to be a sound machine for them to help them sleep. And is this the rain?
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, just like.
Oh, are you adding some grass?
Yeah. I forgot.
How pretty.
To do it till at the.
Is that where he's sleeping out in the grass?
Yeah.
So you think if we get Russell his own Google to play music to, or play rainstorms to him at night, that might help him sleep better?
Yep.
Because that's what helps you, huh? And last night we forgot to turn it on.
Reading books.
Yeah, reading books. That's another good way to fall asleep. That's what your friend said in the call? Oh, pretty, Gigi.
And the purple is kind of like holding it up.
Yeah.
And so it's the tree. I forgot to make a tree, guys.
You got to make a tree?
So he's like a tree. This is how
The Google Nest is attached to the tree?
Yes. I'm gonna make like.
I guess if you're out in a field, that's the best place to put it in, huh? Just make sure you don't cover up Google Nest. That way we can still see it.
Yep. But Google Nest has a little bit of crap on it.
There's a promo ad for Google Nest, I guess.
He's like a branch.
Oh,
This is
good
how I make
job.
my branches.
We can tell all of our art lessons we get with church are paying off, huh?
Yeah, this is probably what I'm going to do every time you come.
Yep, we'll have to thank Miss Emily for all of her art lessons she gives you.
And I make these. I don't want to. I'm going to make like tons of. This is like a climbing tree.
All right,
So
I'll let you finish that.
That's how he like
That's how he climbs up to turn on Google if he's not using voice command.
I'm going to make another one right here. Then he jumps on this. Then there's another one here. And then there's one here. He jumps on this. Now one here. Now one here. And then he put it up. And then he went like, hey Google, turn on rain sounds.
Turn on rain sounds. Yep. That's how it works, Russell.
So I said one right here one.
It heard you say that. All right, you work on that.
Okay.
Good job, love. So that is the most of our homeschool day anyways. I've got one kid on her call working on her reading and writing. Virginia not only finished her picture, but she is now making even more pictures because she loved it so much. She is dying to get on her call tomorrow. And my teen is finishing up working on his things. The 3-year-old is actually napping. I can sigh a huge sigh of relief and get to work on, one of the 100 million other things that moms always have on their plate to do. So I hope you guys have enjoyed hanging out with us today, seeing how we're loving Life of Fred. If there's any other Life of Fred users out there, I'd love to hear how you guys have enjoyed using it. So far, I think it's going to be great. I had a couple eye rolls from my older kiddo because she was like, Mom, these first ones are really simple. And I'm like, I understand that they're really simple, but we're still going to work through it. Just indulge me for a moment. We're going to work through it just to make sure that we're not missing anything. But Life of Fred was fun, huh? Yes, we still have old mattresses living in our house, but our kids use them as trampolines, and it has been like their favorite thing ever. And until the weather gets nicer and they can get outside and run off their energy, I am just okay with having old mattresses that lay in my kitchen and keep my kids happy. So yes, that is for real what's happening behind me. I can't even see. Woo! I'm like super white. Cool story. I'm telling you, it keeps them so occupied and happy. Okay, so anyways, that was our super fun day. I'm so glad you guys came to hang out. Hopefully you guys, if you are interested and the co-op would serve you, not that you have to do it, but if it's there because I want to serve and my mom wants to serve other families. So if it would serve you and your family, be sure you come over and sign up. Hopefully there's still some spots left. The only downside of making sure that we're doing the best for the kids and giving them small group experiences is that there's only a small number of slots that can be taken up. So hopefully you get over. We might be sold out of a couple because I think I just saw some email notifications and we might be sold out of the big kids classes as well. So there is the littles class and the teens class. Hopefully they have some spots still open. Reach out to us. Let us know if there's anything we can do to serve you. Of course, we are happy to do it, but Life of Fred seems like a super win. Reading and writing, being more focused through the co-op is like a crazy super win on my end and for the kids as well. And that frees up our day now to get in, do some fun stuff, work on some projects, or just play and enjoy our day. So that's what we're gonna go get off and do. I'm gonna make some lunch. We're going to enjoy our afternoon. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. And everything is going well for you all. If there's anything we can do, reach out and let us know. Otherwise, we'll see you all next time. Bye, guys. Oh, you got one more? Show us.
This is my Russell.
Oh, yeah. Russell all finished. Very nice, Russell. She's off to create more pictures. Ooh, I'm like, this light is awful. Oh, cute.
Oh, my gosh. It is white.
Yeah. All right.
My
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.